The following is a special presentation of Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. And welcome to this week's installment of the Professional Wrestling Tour. Big Pauly, ringside from London, England. Pip Pip and Cheerio. And our episode today brought to you by the brand new podcast Talking Wrestling, hosted by me, Pauly Talks Wrestling. Just dropped episode number 4 last night, and we are going to have on next week's episode a little preview of WrestleMania, since the episode will drop before the first night of the two-night WrestleMania begins from Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. So that will be on every device, or almost every device, that hosts podcasts. We're on Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and of course, iHeartRadio. So we're available almost everywhere in the podcasting universe. Pauly Talks Wrestling. And here's your look at the current roll call of champions. In PWT, we have only 3, and we've only had one change this past week after tumultuous March, where the titles seem to be changing like hot potatoes. Taz is your brand new junior heavyweight title holder, defeating Pepper Gomez in Los Angeles to win the belt. He has successfully defended his title twice, and he is going to be meeting Wladek Zbyszko in London in our main event. We will get to that bout and tell you what has happened on the London card right after this. If you like the video you're watching, feel free to use the Amazon link provided. I'll put it in the description down below. Our Junior Heavyweight Championship bout in just a moment. Let's go through what has happened on the PWT Europe card. We will be back Tuesday for the PWT All-Star card, which will feature the Battle Royal Super Series Finals. That'll be our main event, but we're also going to have 3 title matches for you. In the opener, Les Thornton surprised everybody. A very packed field of 20 in this Europe qualifier. He outlasts Crusher Verdue and Otto Wance to win the berth into the finals in Lexington, Kentucky. We will have that on Tuesday from the Rupp Arena, figuratively, or virtually, I guess you could say. So Thornton is the last man to make the finals. We will have 3. It's kind of like NASCAR. We're going to have 3 provisional spots that will go to former world heavyweight champs. And then if we use up all the champs, because this PWT is only 3 months old, we will go to junior heavyweight champs, and we won't need any more after that, the way things look right now. So here are the 27 men who will be in the field: Bruno Sammartino, Earl McCready, Kenny Omega, Leo Burke, Spirios Arion, Akabono, Tully Blanchard, Rick Steiner, Jack Briscoe, Andre the Giant, Jackie Fargo. They had a postponement of the card in Memphis due to a winter storm. Yes, that could happen at wrestling's finest. So he advanced automatically as the number 1 contender. Bill Watts will be in the Battle Royal Super Series Finals. Bill Watts, Cowboy Bill Watts. Mark Rocco, Kishido, Larry Zbyszko, Pat O'Connor, Bret Hart, Ricky Starr, Haystacks Calhoun, Daniel Bryan, Gorgeous George, Noya Ogawa, Ken Patera, Tosh Togo, Tiger Mask, Dr. Wagner, and Les Thornton. So we will add Three more men. We do not know who the three men exactly will be because Wladek Zbyszko is going to try to become the first man to win both the heavyweight and the junior heavyweight titles here against Taz. But let's go through our undercard. Otto Wance. These were all either grudge matches or no DQ, so they went to a 45-minute time limit. Starting in April, specialty matches will have no time limit. Wans and Verdue met, and Verdue won the grudge match by DQ when Les Thornton attempted to interfere. The British Bulldogs and the team of Mr. Uganda and Pak Song met for the third month in a row, and the Bulldogs finally excised the demons of Uganda and Song, who will be going to another territory since they did the job. Bert Azarati, Billy Robinson. Azarati won by DQ on a dusty finish, as it appeared that Robinson had the match won, conking Azarati out with a foreign object that he introduced into the match. But the second referee and the first referee, there was a second referee who came in to get to the pin count because there was a collision right before this happened, and they convened an emergency session in the ring, and they ruled that Azarati had won the bout by DQ. Kendo Nagasaki, after beat George Kidd by DQ. Kidd went ballistic. Nagasaki must have said something to Kidd, and it caused Kidd to go crazy. He was knocking down referees. He is suspended from next month's card, next PWT Europe card, which will be April the 27th. And that brings us to our main event, Taz against Wladek Zbyszko. If Zbyszko wins, he will have a junior heavyweight title defense. It cannot be against Tully Blanchard because Blanchard is in the Battle Royal Super Series Finals on our main event. So we'll find an opponent for him. If it is Taz, Taz will face Antonio Inoki, who he just defeated in Japan. They will have a rematch for the junior heavyweight title. We know that the Briscoes and Funks are going to meet for the World Tag Team title. We're still working on our World Heavyweight Championship bout. It will all depend on who will be available. If Zbyszko wins, then he will have the title defense. We'll find a heel for him. And that would probably be, let me see here. Okay, so it might be Dr. Wagner, but I think Dr. Wagner made the cut. Yes, he did. So we're going to the opponent will be TBA for Zbyszko if Zbyszko wins the junior heavyweight title. If not, he will be one of the provisional picks for the Battle Royal Super Series itself. It'll be Dick Hutton will make it, Wladek Zbyszko will make it, and we would go to the last junior heavyweight champ prior to Taz, which would be Pepper Gomez, who would make it. But if Taz loses the title tonight, Taz is in the Battle Royal. You got all that? Okay, so let's begin our junior heavyweight championship match. Titles are on the line. And off we go. Vaughn likes Taz to win a championship match, but Zbyszko, of course, he won a Battle Royal to become the first world heavyweight champion. And I'm being quiet for a minute because I think I have a Walmart delivery scheduled, so it's coming via FedEx, so I'm just going to be quiet for just a few moments. Our bout is progressing, and Taz is already behind. Headlock by Zbyszko. And Zbyszko is getting a little more aggressive, much to Taz's dismay. And Wladek off to a good start. Got a pin attempt there. Claw-like hold by Zbyszko, but Taz cannot tap out this early. And for those of you who have been following the Pauly Talks Wrestling podcasts, on payhip.com/Pauly Talks Wrestling, I'm going to put up the second bonus episode tomorrow that's available for Patron subscribers first. I don't have any Patron subscribers as of yet, but we're working on that. Legal punches by Zbyszko. And a camel clutch is not going to get a submission on Taz. Taz, of course, was a outstanding performer for ECW and has turned out to be quite a commentator. on AEW and Impact and the WWE before that. Illegal choke by Taz, kick countered. Zbyszko, an arm hold, toe hold. Those toe holds really had a little oomph to them back in the day when Wladek was competing. Kick by Taz, mule kick, backwards kick, arm hold. Taz already in a little bit of trouble here at the 10-minute mark. We go 60. And if Wladek can get a pinfall or submission before any other result occurs, or if the time limit runs out, he will be the new champ. He'll be the first man in PWT to have won both the junior heavyweight and the heavyweight title at different times. Body slam by Taz, no pin. Legal leg drop for Taz, leg hold by Taz. It will all depend who the for instance for the world title. Pezic will look at whoever the highest ranked contender was coming into the end of February, and that's who will get it. Taz mission, and you're not going to get Zbyszko on a submission. Very tough to get that. Punches used by Taz, legal throw by Taz. Some more punches, series of body punches. He's getting a little tired, but Taz is definitely getting blown up here, as they say in the inside term in the wrestling business. Means you have no stamina, you get fatigued easily. Illegal punches by Taz, I beg your pardon. Illegal turnbuckle move by Zbyszko. And it's starting to look like right now Zbyszko is a little bit in front. Illegal choking. Taz used that on Zbyszko earlier, so there's the receipt for that. Another claw-like hold, no. Legal throw by Zbyszko. And Zbyszko punching away at Taz. Indian deathlock. Well, Taz, you're not going to get him to submit. He's got short legs. Sucker punch by Zbyszko. And a leg hold. Seems like he's taking his time, being very methodical and surgical about wearing Taz down. Body slam by Wladek Zbyszko. Leg hold countered. Here's Taz. Hip lock, takedown, and no pin. So we're 22:48 into the bout. Wladek with a sizable lead at this point. Taz mission, but that can't get a submission because there's a 0 in the third column. Auto control loss. And after a whole bunch of lack of action, a body scissors on Taz. No. Taz uses the ropes. And the match continues. Taz coming in 2-1-1. Zbyszko 1-4-1. I'm thinking about changing the ranking system after the month, by the way, to use something more AEW-like, where it's wins and losses. But you get bonus points. You get win share points if you beat somebody who is over 500, or even if you take them to a double count out or something like that. I'm thinking about doing that during the course of the week. Go away from an ELO-like system and to use that. Something that would be kind of akin to the rankings that AEW uses, although that's kayfabe. They use real-like statistics, but it's like college football. Whoever the pollsters think is number one is number one. Body slam by Taz, choking by Taz onto Zbyszko. Could get a pin that way, but not to be. And we're almost at the 30-minute mark, and Taz is in serious trouble. Just landed a suplex there, high vertical suplex. No action. Auto control loss. Disqualified check. Taz is going to need something to get out of Europe with the championship and to head back to the United States. Kick by Taz, a well-placed kick. But Zbyszko comes right back with a kick. Zbyszko 1-4-1, but 3 of those 4 losses were to John Pezic. And a shoulder block by Taz. And Zbyszko balls to the arena floor. Short clothesline by Taz. And a body slam. He's a short guy, but he's got strength. Auto control loss. And a legal throw. Heel throw by Taz. Auto control loss. A legal speed move. Body slam countered. Arm hold by Wladek. Knee by Taz. Face rake by Taz. We're now 35-51 into this 60-minute bout. Can go no farther than 60. Auto control loss. Big body slam by Zbyszko, and well, something happened. Taz is gonna walk away as the champ. Let's see what happened. Ally, who had been practice pacing around ringside, tries to interfere, but Zbyszko was ready for him, and the two start fighting. And it's a double DQ. That is the referee's verdict, a double DQ, and it was, let's see, Giant Haystacks who interferes with Wladek Zbyszko and keeps them from winning the junior heavyweight title. So Zbyszko will be available to us for the Battle Royal Super Series finals on Tuesday in Lexington, Kentucky. Better get on that boat, Wladek. Well, you know, back when he wrestled, if you wanted to go from continent to continent, you probably had to get on a big boat. But through the magic of modern technology, we'll have him in Lexington in time. It was a 4-hour bout. The bout went 37-12, 37 minutes, 12 seconds. And Taz was behind most of the way, 263 to 210. So I'll have this up on the Delphi board by the time this video is posted. So Zbyszko will be in the Battle Royal. Taz will have to face Antonio Inoki for the junior heavyweight title on the card, and we look forward to seeing you then. This has been Big Pauly coming to you, wishing you well, Godspeed, and God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.